Hi, this is Jess.
And this is Rachel.
Welcome to the
EP 401 IT
Help Desk.
Hi, this is Rachel from the EPCU SD 401 Help Desk, and this is a screencast to go along with our fourth training on Google Calendar and Gmail. And I'm going to be talking to you about how we can set up a task list in Calendar and Gmail that can support you to make sure that you're getting everything done. So a task list is essentially a to-do list that you can use. And what's nice about task lists in Google is that they sync between your Gmail and your calendar, and you can kind of use them interchangeably. So let's get started. So to get started on a task list, you can go into your calendar, and you can see that over here on the sidebar, I have my calendars. And at the bottom, one of the calendars is tasks. So yours may actually say reminders. If it says reminders, you can switch to tasks by clicking on the shark tooth down and clicking switch to tasks. Now, if the square is empty, there's not color on the inside, that means that the calendar is hidden. To turn it on, I'm just going to click in the square, and now you can see that the task list calendar is showing. And it also popped up this task list on the side to show me all of my tasks that I have to get done. So this task list that came up is what I can use to keep track of all of the things that I need to do. If I go down to the bottom of the task list, I can see that it says actions. So if I click on actions, you can see the various ways that you can edit this task list by indenting or unindenting, moving items up and down. If you want to sort your list in certain ways, you can also print the list. You can view completed tasks. So if there's something that I've already done that I hid, I can actually go back and view it again. I can also clear tasks that I have completed, or I can sort by a date that it's due. To add a task list, there's a couple ways to do that. Not to add a task list, to add a task, there's a couple ways to do that. I can either just go to the task list and click on the task list wherever I want to add the task and put something in there. So print sheets. I can press enter and it will create a new task, or I can go down to the bottom and press the plus sign, and that will add a task right here at the top. Another option that I have is if I don't want that, I can just delete that task by hitting the trash can at the bottom, and it will make it go away. Over here, you'll see that there's a bulleted list, and I can use that and click on that to switch to another list. So you can have multiple lists at the same time. In order to do that, you would click on this and then go to new list. And now I might create a list of like grocery shopping. So now I have a list for all the things I need to buy at the grocery store. So I can put my items in here. And if I want to go back to my old list, I just then can see that I can switch back and forth between the lists. So that's the basics of tasks within Calendar. Now, how this starts to get exciting is that you can also use it in Gmail. So to use it in Gmail, I'm going to go back over to my Gmail. I'm in my inbox right now, and you'll see over here, there's in the corner it says Mail, but this is actually there's a drop down caret here, and you can actually change that to see tasks. And I had my task list up already, but if I didn't, I can go tasks and it will pop up my tasks list. And I see that all of these lists, items that I made in Calendar, are already on my task list in my Gmail. I have my second list. If I go over here, I can create another list. So that's in my main task list. It's not actually, this one doesn't have the grocery shopping list, but I can always see it in my calendar list. So what I'm going to do is I am now going to show you how you can use keyboard shortcuts in order to help you out even more. So if I have my keyboard shortcuts turned on, which I do in settings, and I go to general, which is the first keyboard shortcut, and I go down and it says keyboard shortcuts. I'm just going to make sure that they're turned on, and then I'm going to go down and save changes. Go back to my inbox. Now what's cool is that I can now use my task list to also help me with emails. So if I have this email here, it says that Jessica has shared a calendar with me. And let's say that I want to remember that I need to actually add that or do something with that calendar. Now I have my keyboard shortcuts turned on, so I can hit Shift and T, and that will automatically add that email to my task list. Now, what I can look at is I can see that this task list has that email right here. And it has a hyperlink right here where I can click on, and it will then open up that email again for when I get to that task. I also can edit this by clicking on the arrow, and I can put a note. Make sure to add this calendar to our Google site. Maybe that's what I need to get done. And I can add a date that it's due. So let's say it's due on the 11th of August. I can move it to a different list. So I can move it to my grocery shopping list, or I can keep it on my main list. And I can go back to lists. Now I see that I have the note here, so I can use that for reference. I still can go to the related email if I can't remember what I was supposed to do. And I also now have a date that it's due. If I go back to my calendar now, what you can see is it's going to show up as a task that I need to do on the 11th. You see it just showed up. I have 2 tasks. If I finish it, I can click it off in the calendar, or I can click it on the task list, and either way it's going to show as completed. If I don't want to see it anymore, I just go down to actions, clear completed tasks, and now it's off of all of my lists. So that is how, and you can see my grocery shopping list is synced now. It just took a minute from creating a calendar. So that's how you use your task list. Like I said, it can make your life so much simpler to know that you can coordinate between your email and your calendar, and that you can set up tasks due for certain days so that when you view your calendar, you can see, oh, I have these things due on these days. Hope that helps. If you have any questions, you can go to our website at tinyurl.com/ep401tech and create a contact form. Otherwise, we hope that you can use the resources there. Thanks.